As fans grow increasingly worried about Britney Spears' safety, shocking revelations have emerged from none other than Kanye West. Kanye is speaking about Hollywood handlers and their alleged use of lithium to control celebrities like Britney. The parallels between Kanye's own experience with the medication and Britney's claims during her conservatorship hearing are deeply unsettling. Are Britney's handlers resorting to extreme measures to silence her? And could she be facing the same fate as other tragic celebrities who've spoken out against the industry? Kanye himself was put on lithium following his 2016 hospitalization, and he claimed that the dose they gave him was much stronger than he needed.
When I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music though.
This is exactly what Britney said during her conservatorship hearing when she revealed that her team forced her to take a high dose of lithium just because she refused to do a dance move.
My therapist sat me down in a room and said he had a million phone calls about how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere.
But what exactly did Kanye say about Hollywood handlers and lithium? Are Britney's handlers again giving her lithium to stop her from talking about her conservatorship? The hashtag #WhereIsBritney hashtag is still trending on social media after fans discovered shocking evidence that the videos of Britney's Instagram are AI generated. Meanwhile, Britney's husband, Sam Asghari, was accused of being Britney's handler after evidence emerged that he'd been posting old photos and videos of Britney and trying to pass them off as recent. On May 12th, Sam posted this video of him and Britney hiking, seemingly trying to prove that Britney is okay, and several outlets reported on this, claiming that Sam shared previously unseen footage of Britney, but Britney's fans thought the video looked familiar. So after they did some digging, they discovered that the same footage was used in a Daily Mail article about Britney's collab with Elton John that was originally published in July 2022. So what's going on here? Why is Sam sharing old videos of Britney? Well, according to one popular fan theory, Britney's handlers are keeping her heavily medicated to stop her from sharing her conservatorship story. See, during her June 2021 conservatorship hearing, Britney asked the judge to approve an interview so she could expose everyone, including her own family. What's also strange is that Britney claimed her lawyer advised her not to share her story with the public, which led fans to speculate that her lawyer is also working for Britney's family. And I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me by making me keep this in for so long. It's not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you, the judge, to prove me an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't. It's not good. I can't let the public know anything that they did to me. By not saying anything is saying it's okay. However, it's been almost 2 years since Britney's conservatorship was officially terminated and she still hasn't done a single interview. She also never once went live on social media to talk to her fans, and this is definitely suspicious because if it weren't for her fans, the conservatorship would probably still be in force. So does this mean Britney's really being held somewhere and medicated against her will? Well, as crazy as it sounds, this is starting to emerge as a probable scenario, and it's all thanks to Kanye West. You see, there are many parallels between Britney's conservatorship situation and Kanye's recent public controversies. Back in 2016, Kanye suffered an episode while he was visiting his former personal trainer, Harley Pasternak, and Pasternak called Kanye's then personal physician, Dr. Farzam, to come over, but before Dr. Farzam even arrived at Pasternak's house, he called 911 and told them Kanye was acting erratically and would need to be hospitalized. But why was this doctor so sure that Kanye would need to be hospitalized before he even arrived at the house? Did he just take Harley's word for it? Well, here's where the story gets even more bizarre. Last year, Kanye started publicly exposing the people who control the entertainment industry and openly talking about Hollywood handlers. And that's when he received a message from Harley Pasternak telling him he needs to see him in person or he would be institutionalized and sent back to Zombieland. Meanwhile, fans also discovered that before Harley became a Hollywood trainer, he was employed by the Canadian government and worked at a military facility performing research in different psychological operations for the purpose of influencing human behavior. One fan on Twitter made a thread about Harley and pointed out that he worked with a number of celebs that had mental breakdowns or died under suspicious circumstances. In fact, Harley himself admitted in an interview that he has extensive knowledge of mind-altering substances because working for the government gave him the freedom to experiment with these substances without worrying about legal repercussions. And when Kanye later talked to the paparazzi about Harley threatening to institute him, he said that's what Hollywood handlers are hired to do when celebs try to break free from the control. Kanye also said that he was sent to an anger management class where they gave him some medicine that he had never heard of, and a doctor later told him this medicine triggered his episode. But that's not all. In another recent interview, Kanye revealed that he was prescribed an unusually high dose of lithium after his hospitalization. And when the interviewer suggested they were trying to Britney Spears, Kanye said they were actually trying to kill him like they killed Michael Jackson. Luckily, Kanye refused to take the medication. However, Britney didn't have the luxury to refuse because during her conservatorship, she wasn't allowed to make any medical decisions without her dad Jamie's approval. In fact, during her 2021 conservatorship hearing, Britney revealed that she was put on lithium after her team accused her of being uncooperative just because she refused to do a single dance move. When I said no to one dance move into rehearsal, it was as if I planted a huge bomb somewhere, and I said no, I don't want to do it this way. After that, my management, my dancers, and my assistant of the new people that were supposed to do the new show all went into a room, shut the door, and didn't come out for at least 45 minutes. Ma'am, I'm not here to be anyone's slave. I can say no to a dance move 3 days later after I said no to Vegas. My therapist sat me down in a room and said he had a million phone calls about how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was false.
He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on for 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to.
Britney also told the judges that lithium completely messes with her brain and she was no longer able to have normal conversation.
But he put me on that and I felt drunk. I really couldn't even take up for myself. I couldn't even have a conversation with my mom or dad really about anything. I told them I was scared and my doctor had me on 6 different nurses with this new medication come to my home, stay with me, to monitor me on this new medication, which I never wanted to be on to begin with. There were 6 different nurses in my homes and they wouldn't let me get in my car to go anywhere for a month. Not only did my family not do a goddamn thing, my dad was all for it. Anything that happened to me had to be approved by my dad.
So, as you can see, there's a lot of bizarre coincidences about the situation, and you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to see there's something strange going on with Britney fans now saying that Britney is probably too far gone because of lithium, and that they're worried her handlers will never let her speak out of the conservatorship, literally terrifying what this woman went through. One fan said that these drugs have left irreversible physical and cognitive damage to her mind, body, and soul. And another fan brought up Kanye's ex-wife Kim Kardashian and her connection to Britney's former manager Lou Taylor, saying, "I don't agree with Kanye on some things, but forced lithium, that's exactly what they did to Britney, and how ironic the same lady who was Brit's manager and helped her dad get a conservatorship is also the Kardashians' manager. Shady AF. He's right for refusing their diagnosis." But let's hear your thoughts on this. Do you think Britney was poisoned with lithium to stop her from talking about the conservatorship? And did the same thing almost happen to Kanye? Comment down below and don't miss out on the next video.